You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
We got to the free throw line. They got in the bonus. We got in the bonus early. They were in the penalty, and we made a concerted effort to throw the ball to JV and really play through him. Got Z back in. He made a couple big plays for us. And CJ, he got going at the right time. So it really came down to trying to take advantage of getting to the free throw line.
Almost at the 500 mark for being on the road, which has been a trouble spot. Do you feel like this team is figuring out some things about winning away from home?
I hope so. It looks like we are. Tonight was another really good win, and it's hard to win on any team's home floor. They did a great job of getting back into the game in the third quarter. We got to take care of the ball. We didn't do a great job of that, but like I told our guys in the locker room, anytime you win a game in the NBA, we take nothing away from that. It is hard to do.
As you said, playing through JV down the stretch, just what you see from a decision-making standpoint from him?
He was excellent. We put the ball in his hands. He either made the right play, scored, or went to the free throw line pretty much 90% of the time that we gave it to him in the post. And those are things that, we have a luxury of. If we don't have it going, we can just throw it to JV and, against certain teams, he can take advantage of being able to score in the post.
Zion had 8 rebounds by halftime, finished with 11. How much do you like, seeing double-digit rebounds next to his name in the stat sheet?
We love it. Anytime we can get our wings, guards to rebound the ball, it allows us to play fast. We didn't do a great job in transition tonight, but we rebounded the ball well.
It was about just JV being a contributor regardless of what his numbers are. Like, how good is it just to see him rewarded with a night like this with the work he's been putting in all season?
It's great to see. JV he's a pro, and he's playing with joy. He's working hard at it every day in practice. It's on full display in every game, and even when he doesn't have monster games like he had tonight, 29 and 13, he's still contributing at a high level, making the right plays.
And what did you see just from BI tonight? Really struggled to have a career out in turnovers.
Like you said, he just struggled. Didn't have it tonight.
Coach, you talk about JV. I mean, was part of that by design, given that Mark Williams was out, they were very thin at center. I mean, was that the approach going into?
It was. Once we seen that Mark Williams was out, we knew that they were going to have Richards at center. But then after that, they kind of go small, and we wanted to make sure we did a great job of getting him in the game, whether it's early or late. JV will find his way, and then we were struggling to score a bit third quarter, fourth quarter, so we decided to dump it down to him.
And with CJ, how valuable is just to have a guy who understands those moments in games when he has to get it going? Just having a veteran like that in the backcourt.
It's extremely important. CJ does exactly what we expect him to do. Time, score, situation. He understands it. He's been in big game after big game, and tonight he hit some timely shots for us, made some timely plays.
Coach, Brendan didn't have a great game today, but how comforting is it knowing that everyone else around him was able to step up?
It's great. It allows us, and it's a luxury to have so many guys that can come in and contribute. Trey did a great job. Jose came in and contribute. Najee and Dyson on the defensive end. So we cover for each other. And the main thing for us is carve out the win, and we did that tonight.
Willie, having James Borrego on your coaching staff this year, just what has he brought to you guys?
He's brought leadership. He comes with a ton of experience, a really great offensive mind. And he's a great coach, but more importantly, he's a great dude. And so we're blessed to have him. He's added a tremendous value to our organization, our coaching staff, to our players. And like I said, we're blessed to have him here.
Coach, Terry Rozier, I mean, he's been on a little run here, and I know he held him down pretty much in the first half, but the second half seemed like he picked it up a lot, and kind of kept them in the game.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he's a fantastic scorer. I thought we did a great job, like you said, in the first half. And even in the second half, we tried to keep the ball out of his hands as much as we could. But he finds a way. He finds a way to put the team on his back and get bucket after bucket. And we wanted to make every top shot for him tough. And I thought tonight we did a great job, and it was a collective effort. Thank you.
All right. For all things Pelicans, now tuned into the Pelican Postgame Report. Much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all joining us for this episode of the Pelican Postgame Report entitled "The Pelicans Slide by the Hornets 112-107." Big ups to the fam. The Pelicans currently are 15-11. Man, we have an opportunity to kind of push this thing. We got the Spurs up next on Sunday at 2:30, I want to say. But for right now, the Pelicans are doing what they're supposed to do. Wasn't exactly the type of matchup we wanted to see them come out and press on the Hornets, but they did get the win. 112-117 in the matchup. I'm Big Q. We got Lexxah and DC in the place to be. Fam, welcome on in. Shout out to the flock. Appreciate everybody being in this Friday edition of the Pelican Postgame Report, a victorious episode of the Pelican Postgame Report, opening up the stream. So let's start off, Lex. We're going to kind of start off with you. Pels. The Pels got the victory. It wasn't exactly crisp and cool like we expected, but nonetheless, they were able to get it done through none other than Big V. Big Valanciunas was able to take care of the Pelicans, used a very smart strategy, and the Hornets had no answer for him tonight.
They're small. I think JV, he always cooks on his team because they don't have any answer for him. And it was a struggle, but not every game's gonna be a blowout, so I'm not really tripping on that. I mean, we got to learn how to win any type of game: ugly games, pretty games, beautiful games, close games, all that stuff. So I'm glad they came out the right way from the jump. Like they were ready. It wasn't the best shooting night, but you're gonna have nights like that. So it's about rolling with the punches and using other skills that we have on this team to get those wins. So I just think it's just about getting, it's just another one in the win column.
They said
the next one.
They said DC comment on this, man. You heard Willie just momentarily, and I just want to throw this up about because it's all a part of the philosophy that Willie brings here. That he said Willie said that Big V played with joy.
Stop it. You read my comment.
I wanted to put that out.
So we know who put them signs up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't had to tell me, Lex.
Ain't nobody trying to hear all that, man.
That was
ain't nobody trying to hear all that.
Lex, come on, we won. You can't.
We need joy, Lex.
No,
the victory.
You know what? I think y'all mess with me. I ain't entertaining that. I ain't entertaining that because I was about to go in. But
about going on Willie on the win. We about to go in.
Look, let me tell you, like, this is not just about Charlotte, man. This is about look at Charlotte, man. I mean, that's just like with the Wizards. These two teams were supposed to beat them. Okay, you look at them, their situations right now, they're not doing well. It's about when we're trying to measure up to the upper echelons of the league. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm thinking about, man. It's not this right here. We did what we're supposed to do, but as far as just having that mentality and just winning at a high level, like that's what I'm aiming for. I'm thinking big. You know what I'm saying? Like to the top, to the moon. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how it should be. But joy ain't gonna do it. Joy ain't gonna do it against. I know this one thing, and I know everybody's gonna be feeling this. I'm not trying to feel nobody's joy on December 31st. I promise you to God on that one.
What about after the game, Lex? We can't be joyous after the game.
No, we still have work to get done. We still have work to do.
Where is your compassion and mindfulness?
Oh my gosh. I have
DC
passion. I have a lot of passion. Can you hear the passion
Oh, I love
and the
it.
conviction and all that stuff? Okay, not compassion.
Okay,
No,
okay. You
we're
got
past that
passion.
point. We don't need
Take that
nobody
other stuff off of
compassion for
that.
nobody out here, and we trying to get it. We trying to accomplish something. No, this this team hasn't accomplished anything, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so with that in mind, it's like, hey, man, ain't nobody trying to have no joy, no compassion, no mindfulness. Man, we need some killer instinct. That's joy right there.
What's
For real.
what's on the other side of the wall? I want to know. That's I mean,
See,
what's the
I told you. Q,
You
they
know
put
what?
that up there for
Hey,
the media.
y'all down there, go to the facility
I don't want to.
and check it out. Why y'all laughing?
I'm laughing at Big Q.
Go down there. Look, so we can see. But I guarantee you, look, all that stuff, man, let me tell you something. I ain't never heard no championship team or playoff contender talking about no joy, compassion, and mindfulness. Can anybody recall?
You got a point, Lex.
That's true.
Okay, so
I honestly, to be honest, and let me stop trolling and messing with you a little bit. Every team I've seen win the championship didn't follow Denver closely, so I don't know. That may be a question mark. But every team I've seen win the championship or multiple championships, they damn near looked like they was about to fight somebody.
yeah,
Like
there
things
you
were
go.
falling apart, and they were
Yeah,
really angry.
yeah,
So
because that's that
Michael
winning.
Jordan's running around punching people. We see what
Yeah.
Draymond Green do.
Well, now he's crazy, but I see what you're
Well,
saying.
Dennis Rodman was crazy too, and he won a bunch
No,
of championships.
but I mean, the dude was like, he was a rebounding master. What is Draymond doing? What is he? He ain't like it.
That was a terrible fake punch, by the way. I mean, he turned around and like he was just falling, and he just smacked the hell out of Nurkic. And Nurkic at the press conference says, "I'm just glad the guy didn't choke me."
Yeah.
And people was like, "Wow."
But you know what?
That's
Draymond's been doing
crazy.
stuff like this. I think it's funny how Steve Kerr kind of switched his narrative around. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, dog, a lot of times you were not giving him the nod to go out there and act a fool.
They was
Okay.
trolling Draymond, man. All the European players. Rudy Gobert was talking about he wouldn't wish that on him. He hope he get better. They
You know what?
acting like he in a mental facility or something, bro.
Gobert needed to close his mouth, man.
I ain't gonna
Like,
lie.
dude, everybody
He
still
was
want to
getting them,
dunk
no
on
Lex.
you.
He was getting them, no Lex. They all the European guys and they comments. They took the high road. It was embarrassing them a little bit.
I mean, he's done stuff to American players too. Maybe not as much because it's like, dog, I will get with you. I'm saying, but I don't know. Kind of weird.
But then this one, fam, listen, man. I just think we got the W tonight. The Pelicans improve. They're 15-11. We have an opportunity to go to 16-11, like I talked about when we started this thing, that we can win a handful of games here before the Tuesday matchup against the returning Ja Morant. So that will be very exciting. But first things first.
Boy, how lucky are we, huh?
I know, right? For them to magically line that little blessing up like that. But anyway, 38 out of 80 tonight by the Pelicans in the field goal game, 47.5% against 44.6%. They shot 41-92 the Hornets. Downtown, it wasn't popping. 9 out of 27 for the Pelicans. 33.3. Look at that number. 9 out of 31 for the Hornets. 29% flat. Pelicans, fam, at the foul line. 27 of 32 attempts in their building. They hit 84.4% of them on the road. That's what we're talking about.
Love to see it.
That's what I'm talking about. 16-21 by the Hornets for 76.2%. Pelicans, almost another 50 rebound matchup tonight. 49-39, their advantage. 24-18 on the assists. Pelicans advantage. 7-4 on the steals. That goes toward the Hornets. The blocks are 5-4. The Pelicans did have 16 turnovers, 8 by the Hornets, but that's probably a handful of things that you could possibly say about the Hornets tonight. But then outside of that 54-56 in the paint advantage, the Hornets, they were down several of their top players in this matchup, but still kind of, you got to give them a little bit of credit. They still kind of kept it close until the Pelicans kind of just willed it away. 13 was the largest in the lead by them in the matchup. The Pelicans do what they're supposed to do. DC, coming back to you, brother, on this thing. The Pelicans, man, listen, we had that it was like I said, it was a little too close for me at times, but I never felt threatened by the fact that the Hornets was going to win this game. So we did exactly what we were supposed to do. We got them up out of here, and we on to San Antonio. Let's hear what you had to say, brother.
Most definitely, man. I thought the Pels played a pretty good game tonight. Not great, but they didn't have it going offensively in that first quarter, only dropping 21 points. But they did lock up on defense, man. So they turned defense to offense. Somewhere in that second, they decided to go to JV, which I wish a lot of times when we had these slower starts, we would just get him going, early, man, because JV can do this more than just against Charlotte, even though he always plays good against them. But man, they went out there, played D, got to the free throw line, man, and executed at the free throw line. And I think the defense, a big catalyst was a guy you wouldn't expect, because Zion Williamson was out there giving a lot of effort on defense, man. I noticed that. And I think that was huge and a big energy boost for the rest of the
Rebounds
team.
too.
Yeah, he had 8 rebounds before halftime. And as you look at the boards, that's the other thing that got us to contributing to this win. We 10 plus 10 on the boards. Got a couple of more offensive ones than them and killed them on the defensive boards as well, along with shooting 84% from the free throw line. Anytime the Pels can go to the free throw line 32 times and shoot 84%, oh man, it's gonna be kind of hard for them to lose that game. They just have to play horribly everywhere else. We didn't shoot the ball great from 3-point line, but okay, 33%. But did an excellent job getting 24 assists, and that's been a constant, man. And this game could have been way further out of reach. We really could have won this game by maybe 15 points or so if we wouldn't have had 16 turnovers, and we wouldn't have just been so sluggish offensively in that first half. But they went in the fourth quarter, man, scoring 36 points, and they closed it out. It did get a little too tight at the end there. Herb kind of redeemed himself to me. He missed those free throws twice, but made great plays both times. So, really don't matter. A little close for comfort, but they close out the game in dramatic fashion against a middling bottom of the road team, as the Pels would do. We can't always just wipe the floor with everybody. So even though you would look at a Charlotte team that's 7-16 and think you're gonna go in there and do what you're gonna do, and there are times when they did, but came out with the win nonetheless, man. And that's the thing I'm most happy about. BI realized he didn't have it going, started getting the ball to everybody else, and they decided to feed JV, and that was the smartest thing they could have did this game, and it led them to a victory.
Yeah, you ain't kidding, man. They got Valanciunas going early, and they just went all the way through with him, man. And I'm happy that they had the discipline to stick with him. And he got involved, man, and he turned in another double. Dave Val finished in the matchup with 29 points for Valanciunas in 37 minutes of action. He was 11 of 16 from the field. He was 50% from downtown, 2 of 4. He was 5 of 6 from the foul line, 29 points, 13 rebounds, had 4 assists, 2 blocks. And he was doing this thing out there. 21 from Zion in 30 minutes, 9 of 16 from him. He finished with a double-double, 21 and 11 with 4 assists for Zion Williamson in the matchup. 19 from CJ in 35 minutes, 7 of 18 from the field, 3 of 9 for downtown. He finished with 19 points, 4 assists, 5 boards, a steal in the block for CJ McCollum. 11 from Herb in 28 minutes of action in the matchup. Brandon, like you spoke about him, DC, 8 points, BI, 32 minutes, 8 points, finished with 7 assists and 3 boards. He had 9 turnovers in the matchup for him. Off the bench, Trey Murphy in 25 minutes, 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. 8 from Jose Alvarado with 8 rebounds. In 21 minutes, Jose had 8 points, 8 rebounds, and a steal from Jose Alvarado. So Pelicans, like I said, they were able to do a lot of positive things, some stuff, and like Willie alluded to, sometimes you don't win them all. So Lexxah in DC, anything y'all could feel free to chime in on what you guys like. I know you spoke about it earlier, some of the things, but individually speaking, we mentioned Valanciunas early. Any other things y'all want to add to this?
Me personally, I'll make it quick for you, Lex. I know you won't talk. But Big Z, man. And I'm really looking at those 11 rebounds. That's huge. And also 1 turnover. I think he had a very impactful game. Only scoring 21 points and going 9-16. For him, that's kind of like a ho-hum stat line. And you're right, Pelicans. Nola, they did have him out for a lot of the fourth quarter. I didn't see a big deal with it when we were up like 9, and then when it started getting close, I'm like, man, what the hell Willie doing? What's Zion back in the game? Also, Bi set out a lot of the fourth too, and at spots, but we was able to finish the game, so can't be too mad at what they did. But Zion, man, he just had an intensity that he played with tonight early in the game and came out and set the tone, in my opinion, man. We went through those rough patches. He missed a few shots, and then he kind of got it going. And the team was riding that wave till they found JV, hit them 13 points in the second quarter. And he just continued throughout the game on both ends, in my opinion. I thought he played really well, man. And also, you got to mention Mr. McCullough. Started off horribly. He was looking like Mr. McClick'em. But them shots started going down, man. And CJ, he got hot at the right time, man. He was definitely a big impact on us winning this game, man. With those timely 3-pointers, man. And he just got it shaking in that fourth quarter, man. So shout out to him too. Wound up in that percentage because it was looking bad at some points for him. He just didn't have it going. Everything was short. And he kind of found his rhythm, man, and rode that wave, and that led us to a victory. So great team win from everybody. Jose did his thing. Trey played pretty decent. He had some good defense from Dice. So everybody didn't really had it going, but they found a way to contribute.
All right, Lexi, any thing you want to add to that?
Sure, JV just he had a great game. I mean, this is definitely a game that was focused around him. I mean, even the scouting report for Charlotte, they really focused in on him, but they just didn't have an answer for him. I mean, Jonas always cooks this team, so Jonas definitely took advantage and had a big game. I do like Zion's rebounds. We've been all talking about his rebounds, and I'm glad he was really aggressive in the rebounding department. I do not understand why he was taken out because he was playing well, really asserting himself on defense, hitting the boards, offense, all that stuff. So that just didn't make sense to me. Thought that was really off. Another Willie Green, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But and then Trigger off the bench, I think his contributions were good. He didn't have it going from behind the arc, but he still got into the lane and finished. So, obviously they wanted to run him off that line because, he's a threat out there. So I'm glad, he was able to make something out of nothing when it seemed like, he didn't have it going. I mean, he did shoot it, but, I don't think anybody really had it going. But I think those three really did a good job.
Let me ask y'all guys this, man. First of all, shout out to the fam, man. Thank y'all for being in the stream. Please feel free to hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, and by all means, feel free to share the show. We up in this thing, PPR representing Pale Nations, the faithful Pelicans handling the business. Let me ask DC and Lex this. The question we often, prior to the Pelicans started having this very upbeat style of playing basketball, the defense, and all of the stuff that they happened since the Borrego move when he took over for a sick Willie Green, who was sick, and he came in and all this stuff started happening. Valanciunas, playing through Valanciunas was something that we talked about a lot here, especially early on pre Willie's sickness and the Borrego move. Playing through him, getting him going early, and him taking pressure off of it. We got to say the Pelicans kind of seeming like they kind of taken to that school of thought, man. We often talked about getting him going. It appears the Pelicans are kind of listening to us on that. What do you guys feel about that?
I mean, I think somewhat because I seen times in the game where I was like, man, give JB the ball. Give JB the ball. He got it going. He got it going. And they're just getting away from it for no reason. But it's a lot better than it was in the past. And I think the guys know that it was JV's night. If you look at the first time we played Charlotte last year, JV had 30 points and 17 rebounds. That was the second game of the season last year. So they had to know or remember that. And I guess, different coach under Charlotte, maybe they didn't because they didn't do anything to try to stop it. So going through him tonight, I think it's a little too easy or too obvious for me to say that, they fully taken to that train of thought. I think it's a work in progress. I like what I'm seeing. It's definitely better than it's been, but we still have these lapses where, we could do a lot better in that area. And I mean, those things are going to happen. New system, everybody's healthy. We done had a bunch of different lineups. So I think the guys are going to figure it out. And if they keep just focused on not going one-on-one so much, I notice every time we decide to just start going one-on-one, at least at this period right now in the season, it just stagnates the whole offense and messes everything up. And then we got to go through this thing where we get back to moving the ball around. We had, in the beginning of the game, like, a little bit of my turn, your turn, and guys taking shots with nobody else really touching the ball. And what we're doing now is very obvious that doesn't work. So as long as they can remember that, I think the ball is always going to find who it's supposed to find. And we just got to identify when we got a hot man like JV and keep giving him the ball, because we did feed him. But in my opinion, I think he could have took even more shots, man. JV could have had 20 or so shots tonight, and she probably should have. And maybe we would have won by more than, 5?
What you think, Lex? You gonna give your boy Willie some credit on that, or what you think?
No.
Lex say home.
Fine, bro.
I mean, Borrego maybe, but I don't know. I mean, I've noticed that the team has been looking for JV a whole lot more this year. I mean, his utilization is a whole lot better than in years past, which is really good. And it's sad that it took this long for them to finally realize this man's skill set and use it to our advantage. I just think that's weird in itself. But I mean, yeah, they could have got it to him more. I mean, really, they were just really vulnerable in the front court all night. They didn't have any type of answer. They were just giving it to him. So, yeah, I basically agree with what DC was saying. They don't have an answer for JV.
Okay, let's move to the next one, man. We got a matchup coming up on Sunday, 2:30 tip off time. We got the San Antonio Spurs family. Of course, we destroyed the Spurs when we played them the last time, first of the month. This time around, we got them coming up. Wembanyama's going to be available in the matchup. They beat the Lakers the other day. They beat them
today.
today. Yeah, they beat the Lakers. And they are now 4-20, so they're feeling pretty good about themselves after taking care of the Lakers.
That's a lot better than 1-16 or whatever it was when I saw it.
Right now they're 4-20, so there's a lot of stuff they could be proud of.
Well, they did. Didn't Tasha and Sean tell us they were building Voltron? So
Yeah, they're dealing. Each year is they'll put a appendage on that. This year they have 5 years from now they'll have a complete body. If a million gigawatts can kind of be there at that time frame. So
10 trillion gigawatts.
All right. So anyway, this is who we got coming up. Wembanyama, man, Valanciunas playing well. The battle of the bigs inside Zion, Bi, everybody's going to be there, man. Going to be a fun matchup. I think the Pelicans get this game. I'm just going to be honest with you. The matchup indicator agrees with us. We're not going to take them lightly, of course, because it's a Popovich team. So we got to still go out there and bring it. But, you look at some of the season statistics right now, and you can see that they're not very good going down the line for the San Antonio Spurs. They are a top 5 team in the NBA as far as assists are concerned, and even blocks. They got top 10 3-point attempts. So, I'm just looking at the positives. I'm just trying to keep it positive here. But outside of that, man, Lex, coming to you on the Spur matchup, what do you see?
Energy. You got to come out with a lot of energy. Come out the right way, the right mindset. That's the first thing, and then push the ball, push the pace. I think really much like the last time, but just pushing the pace. I know obviously Wembanyama is going to be playing in this game, so just make good decisions. You know what I'm saying? He's going to go for the block, so it's good to maybe fake. You know what I'm saying, or apply the hezzy move when he does. Because he seems to go for that block every single time. But other than that, do what we did the last time, but better, and get the win. So.
All right, DC. The Spurs, man. To me, man, the Spurs. Wembanyama's there. I still don't see them. They got a long way to go, man. But we have all of our heavy guns, our big guns. Everybody's there, man. We need to I'm just gonna be honest with you. Need to mop this team up, man, and keep it pushing, man. We got to keep stacking these wins, bro. We got to finish off this winning streak before we hit the matchup against Memphis on Tuesday. I'm feeling pretty good about it, man. So let's just mash on this team. What you think, man? Wembanyama, what I called him? Wembanyama. There you go. Wembanyama. We got a real.
Or you can call him Wemby.
Wemby. There you go.
Yeah.
We got
nothing about that sounds very strong.
I know, does it? That's why I said.
Well, you can call him Victor.
That's even worse.
Victor.
I'm just you seem like you
sound like a villain off of Despicable Me or something.
Wemby.
Right. But nonetheless, man, I think the game plan doesn't change for the Spurs, man. Other than the obvious fact we got to deal with a dude who's like 7'5". I think the plan should be to actually go at him because he's a youngster. He's still figuring the game out, and you go ahead and you get him in foul trouble, or you attack him and take some of his energy away on the offensive end. They wound up beating the Spurs, and he played an awesome game, team game too. 13 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, and a hell of a dunk on whoever that was that Jackson Hayes was looking at. I don't want no parts of that, man. They had a meme going around on the internet showing Jackson Hayes after he dunked on that man, looking like, man, let me get down to the other end of the court.
It was AD.
Oh, that was AD he dunked on like that?
They both dunked on each other back to back.
Oh, okay.
AD dunked on him, and then he came back down immediately and dunked on AD. AD kind of backed up, but he still dunked on him.
Nonetheless, I mean, that's still pretty positive for his future to say, he isn't intimidated or afraid of that moment. So, but with all that being said, he's 210 pounds. So
that's
my
what
thing
he
my
did.
thing about it is Wemby ain't gonna be everything that he could be, the player that a lot of people are expecting to until he puts some weight on. So we need to go out there and take full advantage of that, man. Nah, that wasn't the one.
Oh,
Alexa.
it wasn't.
That
Okay.
wasn't the one. It was another one. I think it was a two-hander, and he did
Okay, I
he did
thought
some
that was a
stretch
two-hander, but
type stuff. Unless I saw it wrong, I don't know. Dude don't even look like he be jumping off the ground when he dunk, man. Just put his hands up. But
don't either.
go out there, man. We need to play D. Turn defense to offense. Do our best to keep him off the boards, because rebounds are huge for us. That's a problem we can have at times when we're not getting those boards, man. I would always harp on the rebound battle, because if we don't win the rebound battle, we usually don't win the game. So, him being a guy that in the beginning of the season, a lot of people was complaining about that with him. You're 7'5", man. You should get rebounds. And as you can see, he went out with the Lakers and got 15 of them things. So, Mr. 10,000 gigawatts has been working on his game, coaching him up. And as you can see, Wembanyama has turned into a pretty solid player. And he's the main focus, I believe, for us. But they do have guys like Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell that we need to pay attention to. But if we're being honest, man, looking at these guys, there's no way we should lose this game unless we just lose our focus. Pels going there, we play our brand of basketball, which is turning defense to offense. Not holding the ball, not trying to do the whole one-on-one thing. Your turn, my turn. And we get a victory. It's really that simple, man. Stick to the game plan, stick to the script. And Willie, stick to the correct rotations.
Yeah.
He was trying a little bit too much stuff tonight for my liking. But I do like the small ball lineups. Just sometimes some of the people we put in there don't always make sense. But nonetheless, I think we walk out with a victory in this one, man. The Pels seem to be focused. They played two other teams below their standard and they beat them. So I think at this point we should be used to playing bottom of the floor, middling around teams, as you would call it, Q. Did I say it correctly?
That's well,
why he always looks shocked in every damn picture?
That's his face. That is his face.
All right, we gotta take shots at San Antonio. Obviously, Sean, and
we gotta get to the time machine, Marty, so we can get with Binyama.
It's the same damn dude.
The damn doppelganger.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. We like to have fun here. All right, so anyway, shout out to the fam, man. Listen, man. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. It's some Pelican Post Game Report tonight. We're gonna open up the phone lines for a little bit. If you want to, if y'all want to jump in, man, and spit your game about the Pels and what you guys see and how you feel about the team going forward, feel free to hit the link is pinned to the chat. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all all being here. Molly Mall, Slim, Pelicans, Nola, good to see you. Jay Black's in the building. Big ups to everybody, man. Good to see you as well. State of the Pelicans. DJ is there. We're going to bring him in momentarily. Mary Kay, brother Rob is in this thing. Shout out to you, brother Rob. Jay Koff, what's happening, brother? Good to see you in the buildings. Young City, much love. Bird Talk, much love. Good to see you. Trey, what's popping, fam? Appreciate y'all for being in the stream, man. Y'all feel free to hit the link. We are about to take calls if you want to chime in on this thing. So we got DJ. DJ is chiming in. DJ, how you doing, man? Welcome on in.
Yo, what's going on? How y'all doing?
Good, bro. What's happening?
Good,
All
DJ.
right.
All I'm gonna say is, it's trigger. Nah.
You know, hold on, DJ. I'm gonna have to make.
Shout
Let me say this, bro. Listen. I see what Antonio Daniels always tries to pride Joel to say, "Come on, Joel, say it with me." And I'm just saying, bro, don't do it. Don't do it. You might make a mistake. Don't do it.
Don't do that, Q.
I'm saying, bro, though, when I'm saying it, man, in my head, I'm saying, dude, just don't go there, man.
My nigga.
I'm like, dude, Joe.
Oh my gosh.
Don't do it, Joe. You like, Joe, said with me. It's trigger. I was like, Joel, don't do
My
it.
man
Bro.
Joe got full self-awareness, huh?
Joel, don't do it. Don't do it, Joel.
Only those who are blessed with a tremendous amount of flavor can do that.
Right. Don't do it, brother. Don't do it. Go ahead, DJ. Welcome in, man.
I don't know. He had a pretty mean handshake. What that was a BI one time.
No.
There's some seasoning on that, Lex.
No. There's something
extra seasoning.
There's something on the inside. Okay. Something on the inside. Look, outside stuff is like, okay, you can try there, but no.
I like Joe though. Wait, damn, that's what he
he's
looked like
cool.
when he was young.
But you gotta remember who you
Oh, I was like, Joel, don't do it, bro. Don't
Why you need to be replaced, Jay?
All right, come on, man. We need to get past this. We won, man. We can't be doing all this.
All right. So my thing is this. It was great to see this in season tournament. I mean, I feel believe, if we would have played the Lakers like how we were supposed to, I think we could have won this in season tournament thing. But I mean, shout out to the Pelicans for making to the semifinals of this in season tournament thing. So shout out to them. These last past wins, especially when Trey Murphy hit 27 points, the game I didn't watch, well, I had to rewatch it. He hit 27. So these last past wins is taking a turn from the Los Angeles Lakers game. This game here, even though we won by 5 or 6, I'm gonna still take the dub. A W is a W. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to the Flock Nation. I would want to see more of Jayhawk. I mean, it can be Dice, Jayhawk, Najee, Trey. Shit, I don't know. I mean, I got a question though. What is the purpose of having Cordy Sunday if you're not gonna play him? Because you don't have that. I mean, you don't have.
He's a breaking case of emergency glass type player, DJ. We got injuries. He gets minutes.
Okay, so besides Larry Nance, who's your other? I mean, like we have no other big.
Herb, Zion, Bi, and Trey apparently, because we switch everything in that small ball line.
Well, hold on, DJ. Hold on, DC. Let me get DJ to give us the report. The end of the bench report. DJ. All right, DJ. You got.
How about Kyra, DJ? 32 points, huh?
Give us the end of the bench.
I thought you was gonna talk about that.
Kyra, bro. I mean,
in the G League.
Yeah, from the G League.
Okay. And Jayhawk is still with the Pelicans?
Yeah, they ain't sent them to the
Okay,
G League
all
yet.
right, that ends that. You know what I'm saying? And Jayhawk is what again? Is he like a rookie?
Oh, yeah.
And how many years has
Yeah.
Kyra been in the league? I'm just asking questions.
Yeah.
Man, the Kyra, the number 13 overall pick,
And,
first round.
Therese
Okay.
Maxey was like
So are we
number
resting that
14,
case?
right?
Are we resting that case?
Man, we messed that up.
Oh
Man,
wait,
man, when I saw that, I was like, man, that's awful. That's awful.
I ain't no
That is
better
so
because I
bad.
remember looking at him. I wasn't happy with Kyra, but I was like, I wanted Halliburton. I was like, he was right
Well,
there.
he
He
was
went to
chosen
Sacramento.
before him.
He went to Sacramento right before, and then after that, I was like, man, I don't know who the hell I want. But I wasn't super high on Therese Maxey. I wasn't low on him. Definitely would have preferred him over Kyra even at that time.
He must be in his element then.
But the writing was on the wall. They said Avery Johnson and Alabama, and then we had Teaspoon, and she remember on something. Yep, we drafting Kyra.
hey, Big Q, pull up that draft from I think Kyra got drafted what 2019, 2018.
I think he was the
something like that?
13th, and go figure, the 13th player in the draft is usually always good. They call it lucky number 13 or something like that. I might be wrong on the phrase, but there's a lot of guys that were drafted 13 that were really, really good. And somehow Kyra just skipped over all that magic.
Oh wait.
Damn, DC, that was pretty rough, brother. What's up? Damn.
Because I like the brother, and I think maybe he still can be good if he goes somewhere else, man. But it's just like, man, you done let Jose come in here, take your spot. Dice then came in here and found the groove. And now Hawk then push you to the G League. Like, damn.
Well, apparently he's in his element.
No, Lex. I see that was way worse, Q.
Look,
That
I mean,
was
he
way
had
worse.
a double-double. Excuse me, a triple-double. I mean, we don't even see half of this, not even a third of this.
He don't get the opportunities, but when he does, he's
But
just
no,
not
but
aggressive.
look, hey, I will say this. In the beginning of the season, when everybody was hurt, he had the opportunity. He just did not understand the situation. And I kept saying that. Like, Kyra, dog, everybody's hurt right now. You need to be telling Willie why you need more playing time. Because when everybody gets back, it's going to be hard for you to get playing time. Look at the situation with Jay Hawk. And we know he's been playing well. But obviously, with Trey coming back, he took everybody's minutes down. Everybody who had some type of opportunity, once he got back, I mean, that was even less. And then in more, challenging games, or highly competitive games, he's looking at not getting in the game at all because the rotations get a whole lot more stiffer. But I mean, he should have understood the situation. He needed to understand the situation. And it's weird because I'm trying to figure out, dude, do you understand what's going on? Are you paying attention? I mean, you got to know that stuff. I mean, his agents got to tell him, or his look. What's his name? What is that dude's name? We trade him to the Spurs. What is his name?
Devontae Graham.
Yeah, Devontae Graham. His mama. His mama told him, "Boy, you better play before Jose steal your spot." She told him.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, dude, do you have any family members who watch the game that can tell you what's going on? Maybe you'll hear them a whole lot better. But he should have known. He should have known, man. I mean, he wasn't a go-getter. He wasn't trying to get it.
All right, DJ, you got your answer for Kyra, bro. I know you want. DJ loves the end of the bench guys. He's loves rooting for the underdog. We love that, man. Love that.
Man, see, Man, look, C Brown is where is that, man?
C Brown.
We're-
Okay.
Huh?
I'm about to go I'm about to make a jersey, and then on the back it's gonna have C Brown on the back. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you would have said Jamerson or something. How you feel about Jamerson, DJ? Definitely thought you would have been giving us some updates on him. Well, I guess DJ don't like
DJ, you still there, man?
What? I done found a player
Oh,
on the
man,
end of the
check
bench.
out my
DJ don't know. What?
Hello?
Oh,
DC too much.
I don't. DJ, the
I don't know.
Kyra thing.
I still got my eye on him.
I think that's a sailboat, bro. I think Kyra is a done daughter, man. You know,
That $5 million to go over the luxury tax, it ain't gonna happen, bro.
Yeah,
But we don't have the ass. You think we have the assets to get rid of Kyra? How do we get rid of him?
Buy him out.
I guess that is an option, right? But how does that impact the luxury tax? I wonder if we buy him out instead of giving up actual draft pick for him. Is that really an option? Or if you buy him out, does that still impact you against the luxury tax? It's definitely something we're gonna have to figure out.
I'm not sure.
Either you,
But $5 million
buy
is
him
not a whole
out,
lot to it.
either you buy him out or you trade. I mean, you attach maybe a second round pick and see if you can trade him.
Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this, man, about the team. With the way Valanciunas has been playing, I know today and then the previous game he had a double-double. That opens up the question as we get closer to the upcoming year. All the stuff dealing
You
with
know what, Q? I know where you're going, and it made me think about something, man. It kind of just hit me. At the end of the game, sorry to cut you off too, man, but at the end of the game, Trey Murphy made sure he stood in on Big V's press conference because he was playing the game. And he said, "We got the best center in the league." And you know what I thought about? All of these proposed trades I seen come across my timeline today of trading Big V for, what was it? Laurie Merkerman?
Laurie Markkanen.
Who we should have got for Lonzo Ball, and we were saying that here on the show probably about 3 years ago. And what's the other guy over there in Utah that they saying they trying to get rid of him? That had links to us. The undersized center. John Collins.
That's really sad. That's a sad situation right there.
And then you see a game like this tonight from JV. I wonder if a little bit of that was also a motivation behind the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that it makes a strong case that the Pelicans should consider doing something. Maybe they can come together on an arrangement. I don't know how it will go because I know prior to the season started, there was a lot of chatter about the Pelicans and V couldn't come together on a contract, but he's playing some pretty good basketball right now. So if we can carry, right, that's what I'm saying.
And it's not just this game. I mean, the way he went up against Jokic, Sabonis, I think a lot of people are not thinking, because I see a lot of different names, obviously, the Claxton and the Fro dude from Cleveland and, other cats. But it's like, I don't think people are really appreciating what JV brings to the table. If he's utilized the correct way, JV is cold. And I keep going back to when he played at Memphis. Before Triple J and Ja really got off, JV was that dude. He was their leading scorer. He led them to the playoffs. He was having he had a few big games during the playoffs That year before we traded Steven Adams and Bledsoe for him. Like he was really playing some good basketball. And it was the way that he was being used. They knew how to use him. Then I don't know if you noticed, he gets here, and it's like the way Steven Adams was playing with the Pelicans, that's how JV was playing. And then Steven Adams went to Memphis, and Steven Adams, he's playing great. What that tells me is that's coaching. That's putting your guy in a position to be used correctly on this team. And it can happen. You know, look, you stay in the film room, you study your personnel. There's ways to use him without hindering, you know, the other pieces on the team. And clearly we've seen that. We've seen that against Dallas. We've seen that against the Nuggets. We saw it against tonight. But I mean, I'm looking at JV is a big body. He's not just a big man in the middle, but the dude is a big body. No, you look at Claxton. Claxton is a skinny dude. He runs the floor, but JV, he runs the floor pretty well too. You know, he is more athletic, but as far as skill wise, JV has a lot of skill. He rebounds well. He's not a shot blocker, but the thing is he's tall. He knows how to use his body. He knows how to put his hands straight up, you know, basic fundamentals. You know, he has that European speed, which I don't know if y'all have noticed, but there's a lot of European top players in the league, like top 5, like right now. They're all
You
European.
got to enlighten me about European speed, though, Lex. I ain't
What?
never heard of that one.
No,
That's a
I
new
say
type
that.
of drug or something like that?
No, I'm saying that well, Jokic and Doncic, they've actually talked about it. How they have a speed that's slower than everybody else because you know the NBA's always going 100 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? But they don't go that same speed. But whatever speed that they're going, however you want to look at it, it works. You know, I mean, they're getting stuff done. I mean, they're not really known for their speed, but they're getting the job done, and that's why I said it like that. Like they literally do have their own pace that they go at. They're not rushed. You can't hurry them up or anything. But yeah, Mr. Bird, it's kind of like a slow fast. It's kind of weird. I mean, I don't know how to, and they don't know how to describe it either. But you know, they just go on their own pace and it works. I mean, look at them. I mean, Jokic is averaging triple doubles going at that speed. It's crazy. But, you know, I mean, I think people just need to appreciate what JV brings because, like, we lose him, man. Who are we going to have guard a Jokic or a Sabonis, you know, or an Embiid? You know, we need a guy like him because I don't feel like that guy is gonna be somebody like a Claxton or what is his name, Jared, the fro dude in Cleveland, or you know any of these other guys out here. I think you know, look, if he leaves, it's kind of gonna show how much we're gonna miss him. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't think people know what they're talking about. So
Yeah. My thing is, you can't find a lot of centers in today's game that could give you roll out of bed and give you 20 and 10, or just be a double machine. I don't think a lot of people realize JV. I think has the most double doubles in the West, other than I think AD and probably Jokic, obviously. But JV is a double machine, man, and he's a 7-footer that can give you decent defense and also shoot threes. Like, dude hit 2 threes tonight, man. They you know, they don't centers that can hit threes. They ain't a lot of them. So we get rid of JV. My thing has always been, since I started hearing the whole trade JV talk, it's like we're gonna get rid of him and replace him with what exactly?
There you go. Not to
What are we
mention,
replacing him with?
not
Like,
to mention DC. JV's available.
yeah,
Like he only missed like 2 games last season.
yeah.
I don't want to let that go. I mean, you a walking double double who's available. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's
But there is one problem though, Lex. It's called money. We gotta pay BI Supermax. You're gonna have to extend Trey. You're already giving CJ 30 million. Zion's making what, 40, 45 million, something like that. How how are we gonna keep him? Is JV gonna keep playing? Is he gonna play for less money than he's playing now? Or is he gonna want less than 15 million? Or is he gonna want 20? How do we keep him without giving up our core and Trey Murphy?
I mean, that's the tough decision. Actually, shoot, DC brought that up. No, wait, no, me and you talked about that, DC.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, you already know the answer to that.
Well,
Shoot,
since we're on topic, I figure we go over it again.
I mean, shoot, like the organization got a decision to make because I think everybody's aware that everybody can be kept. And I'm gonna be honest, B I ain't gonna get that contract. Not that big. I don't feel like he's worth that. I really don't. They may tell him to go see, what his worth is. You can look around, shop around in the market, but the thing is, it would be cheaper to keep Trey. It would be cheaper, and we've heard the rumors with as far as with Trey's elevation. As far as he's already got the 3 down. He's more athletic. He can go inside. Really, the thing he's got to work on is just his mid range. But this is a shooter's game. So he already has that part down, shooting 40 feet out, 30 feet out, all this stuff. So, just naturally, Trey would be more feasible to keep and pay him. And plus, you're not paying him that much money. Now, I don't know if I really don't think Bi's performance and his production. I don't think because I think he has to make like all NBA. Right? Is that right? Like an all NBA team or something
Nah, I think he's
like that.
already eligible for a max, but I guess maybe for it to be a super max or like the one like what Zion got, I think he does have to make an all NBA team because he's
Yeah,
never made an all NBA team.
yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So because he was banking on himself, and
I don't
so
think he's gonna make all. I mean, things could
that's
change, but
that. I
looking at
mean,
how the season is going, I'm
I'm
not
looking
sure
at
he'll make
around.
all
I'm looking
NBA.
around
We
the
gotta
league at
win
a lot of forwards,
15 plus games, win
and
streak.
I just don't think like with all the competition, that's just not feasible. Um, and then CJ is kind of tricky because CJ is older. Um, he is still productive, but they could very well move him. I know he said that he's wanted to stay here and retire here and everything, but it's very feasible that they may move him as well. I mean, because he's still a valuable piece, and get more pieces or I don't think it would be like draft picks. I think it would actually be like players and things like that. But like
Move the
I just don't feel like Brandon is gonna get that super max. They're probably going to tell him to shop around, see what his worth is and everything. Because I don't think he's going to get all NBA.
If we move CJ, what is our starting lineup look like now?
Well, it depends on who we're getting for CJ.
You don't think they move Trey to the starting lineup?
I mean, yeah, that's a possibility, but I mean, to really know who we're getting for CJ, that it would, I think it would also depend on that as well. But that's a high probability that he would be in the lineup. Why
I
are you
see.
laughing?
I'm laughing at Dan Rich. He said, "Y'all remember when DC used to get cash out payments from Bledsoe?"
Oh goodness.
I will confirm nor deny those allegations. Boy, ain't we happy he gone though, boy. That was some rough times when Bledsoe was here in the damn backcourt, man. We had a backcourt with absolutely no shooting. We didn't come a long ways with CJ compared to Bledsoe. And
Yeah.
everybody still hates CJ for some reason, man. It's crazy.
Well, I think it's the decision making sometimes. And
Yeah.
sometimes he does too much. He gets into, his game and like, oh, I can be a star. Oh, watch me do this. And it's like, no, dude, you're the third wheel on this team. Okay, come back down to earth. Look, you were the second guy with Dame, okay, with Portland, okay, but we're here with the Pelicans. It's not the same situation, and I think that's the thing. Many people have said like CJ should not be taking more shots than Zion and Bi.
Right. I definitely agree. I don't like that.
Yeah, there's
But I
something
think
that's very wrong.
it's more the timing with him, man.
Yeah,
It's the shots aren't, to me, always bad. It's just the times he picks to
dang, they going
shoot.
in on you, DC.
Oh, they trying, but this is all propped up allegations from Q.
Don't forget Shadon Sharp. He doing this thing though.
Yeah, he better than Dyson Daniels, ain't he? As much I do like Dice, but would you
Well,
rather have Shady Sharp or Dyson Daniels?
well, since they moved Dame, that's opened up, his game. So, to really, really do his thing. But that's usually what it does though. When you move players, it's like it gives the other guys opportunities to show up and show out. Henceforth, if Brandon, you know, does get moved or whatever, that really is an opportunity for Trey to, step into that role.
Yeah, I think if that's the decision that makes the most sense, though. Moving on from CJ, or at least trying to get him to take a pay cut. If we're gonna try to keep all this together, because at some point you got to find more minutes for Hawk, especially seeing how that looks down the stretch. How do you play him? How do you play Jose? How do you get minutes for Dice and all of this and CJ? Like how do we work all that in? But what CJ does bring, and that's what I was about to get at Kendall Jones. The fact that he can create his own shot off the dribble multiple different ways, man, is a very, very valuable skill set. And it's almost like, to me, in a perfect world, CJ would actually be our sixth man. But somebody who making $33 million or whatever we paying him, can we realistically have that happen? If he could come off the bench, be the sixth man and just hunt his shot whenever you put him out there, man, he'd be the perfect player. Like a Jamal Crawford type role, that would fit CJ tremendously well. But we have him, in my opinion, at a disadvantage, trying to play him as a point guard. He's a two. Needs to be allowed to play as a two. And I think what he does would translate a lot better, and it would look a lot better if we were able to do that. So we do have a very interesting dilemma because unless we're gonna go into the luxury tax, we ain't gonna keep everybody. And I do think that is a possibility that we could go into luxury tax. That would be the other alternative or option. DD! That would be tremendous if we went on a deep playoff run or possibly won a championship. In that type of scenario, I think it's possible to keep everybody. I think that's enough to get Miss Benson to go ahead and open her purse.
I don't know if you see anybody, DC. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. These are really tough questions, man. Dealing with the Pelicans, the whole BI situation. But Trey is definitely is you see him there. Shooting, what he's doing. Man, it's a lot of options the Pelicans, the different roads the Pelicans can take right here. I mean, we have some real talent on this team, man. And it'll be really difficult to make a case for getting rid of Valanciunas. And you're right about the money situation. But if this team really wants to take that next step, and Lex, you're right about the underutilization of a guy like Big V. Like we were saying that for a while. Like, man, you need to get this guy involved because he takes
Willie
pressure.
calls him a luxury, Big Q.
Calls him a luxury. Isn't that something? The guy's a top 10, top 50.
Top 5, top 6, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. We got a very skilled big here, and what you gonna do with him? I mean, I know we're gonna see, man. I'm glad I'm not the one making the damn decisions up there, man. So, at the end of the day, man, we got a lot of talent, man. They gotta either lock in with what we got, move forward, or kind of make a decision on what they're gonna do with some of these guys like Bi and all the rest of them, man. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see what the octopus does.
I think that's why I kind of feel like that's why the games are kind of interesting sometimes. Like they're so up and down. Because I think everybody's aware of what's at stake. Because somebody's gonna have to go. You know what I'm saying? It feels that way a lot. When you look at, McCollum, his shot volume, a lot of times, if guys don't have it going, forcing it a little bit more times than not, not making the right reads at times because it's like, okay, nah, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna take care of this. And I think I just think that's on the surface, man. Yeah, I mean, you think these guys don't know? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because there's the business part of this at times. I think they try not to think about it too much, but sometimes it's like, yeah, he thinking about his contract. Got to get his points up or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
It makes
definitely
you kind of
obvious what
wonder sometimes about the situations. Like, they're not just playing the game, but they're playing for something else. But I definitely feel like, CJ understands the situation. He's he's a pretty smart guy. So, something's gonna go down. No matter what happens this season, something drastic is going to change. We just don't know what it is. But I think like Griff and the whole, and Trajan and Swin and the rest of the team, I think they're just sitting back and just watching and just studying and seeing like, what kind of transpires, like let it play out,
Most definitely. And to answer your question, PPR, should the Pels extend JV? I'll do it in the famous words of DD Lazada, since you put him up there, Big Q. Yes, because when I talked to him, that's all he told me. Yes.
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 That's DC's triad, man. DC's favorite 3 players ever. And in this order: Cam Reddish, Shadion Sharp, Didi Louzada.
Now do your 3.
It's not about me, brother.
Let me hear this bullshit.
And this is DC's favorite movie right here. This is favorite movie too. I just happen to have
Man,
that.
why they eyes bucking and stuff?
Bro, I forgot Malik Yoba was in that
They
movie.
doing bobsleds, but there's no reason for their eyes to be bucking like that, bro. What's going on, man?
That's
What the
DC's
hell is that?
man. Because Lex asked a great question earlier on when she talked about the speed of the European player, and you was like,
I was curious.
so I just thought I'd bring up these images so you can understand, internationally what she meant, the speed of the game. So,
That's a whole different game right there. That's a different game, bro.
So I hope you understand, DC.
Black men in the cold on bobsleds. I don't think we'll ever see that again after that movie.
All right. So anyway, that's just wanted to share some game with y'all about our favorite.
Cool Runnings.
Favorite
That's Big Q favorite movie. He don't want to tell y'all. He's secretly a Jamaican.
One of our favorite sons in the Pelican post-game report, family, DC. That's some of the game for y'all. So.
Every time I go to Big Q house, y'all,
that's cool. Yes, Slim. That's Cool Runnings. I thought it was. Lexxah brought up. She was like, "This is the speed of these international players." I was like, "I got an idea." DC, this is what it's like, and then DC, like, "I got it, man. I got it."
Y'all hearing this right now?
What? Jamaica is not in the European world, y'all. Come on now.
International, Lex.
No, I didn't say international. I said European. You heard me correctly. I was careful with my words.
He don't want people to get on to him, Lex, and know that he's secretly a Jamaican. He makes curry,
come on,
curry with Domino sugar in it. He don't want nobody to know that.
I don't make what?
You gave me some curry, man, and I had to go I had to prick my finger, man, and check my glucose levels after I ate that curry, man.
DC, I don't know what you're talking about, brother. I'm
talking about you and your sugary curry.
I don't use sugar in my curry, dog. Come on, man. What's wrong with you? All right, anyway, DC's talking crazy talk right now. Anyway, big ups to the fam. Appreciate y'all.
You had plantain pudding you cooked and put it in there?
I wish I had some plantain.
What was in the curry, Q?
I think that actually sounds pretty good, man. Anyway, listen, fam. I mean, we got the link in the chat. Yeah, Dan, you gonna say some crazy. This curry with Domino sugar is crazy. Come on, what you talking about, DC? DC's out of his mind.
I ate it, man. I had to take a nap.
Now, DC, because you're old, brother. You just admit, man, you had the itis.
You put me in the sugar coma.
DC ate 3 bowls of curry and
I couldn't make it through one.
He had the itis, and he talked about, I'm ready to prick my finger. Oh man, DC's getting
said, man, Big Q, what about them Pelicans?
You just went to sleep mid, fell asleep mid talk. Okay.
After the curry, man, I'm surprised I didn't drop it on the ground, man. On your
bowl
floor.
was empty. How you was gonna do it? The damn bowl was empty. You emptied the bowl.
Maybe that's why I fell asleep. I should have ate half of it.
You had the itis, dude. You had the itis, you greedy ass. All right, anyway.
You had clam chowder in that curry.
Oh, I know. Don't get me involved in this shit. All right, but anyway, yeah, Lex.
Mickey Loomis cooked the curry.
Nah, Mickey ain't cooking shit, but a lot of people nerve. That's all he getting.
He ain't cooking nothing for real. He ain't even cooking nothing as a GM. Nothing.
Nothing. He ain't doing nothing. He ordering takeout. Anyway, listen, fam. Listen, man. Tonight we're gonna get ready to get on out of here. Listen, I appreciate each and every last one of y'all for chiming in on the Pelican Post Game Report for this episode, man. Much love to the fam. Appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Also, shout out to DJ for coming in and dropping the end of the bench report. That's always entertaining to hear him kind of talk about the undrafted guys. And
you know what, Pelicans, Nola?
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Drinking that Irish moss. There you go. All right, so anyway, with that being said, we're going to get out on here. Listen, man, much love to y'all. Y'all, please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Feel free to share the show on your social media feed. We will be back, man, to recap the Pels and the Spurs matchup. It's a 2:30 tip-off time. Yeah, it's going to be so the Saints are going to be playing as the tip-off with the Spurs happen. I think the game will be over around about 3:00. But so they'll fire it up at 2:30. So it's going to be a Saints and Pels day.
They gonna go back in time an hour, bro, if the Spurs win?
No, it's just all good, bro. You know, they already went back in the days, bro. They went back to when Iceman was playing. They wasn't winning nothing. It was just cool to watch them, you know what I'm saying, playing. But it's all good, man. You know, I can't talk about Sean and Tasha's team right now, man. They're not in here to defend.
We gonna steal their flux capacitor, bro. Their time machine.
It don't work, brother. It don't work. It don't work. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. Listen, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all feel free, like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Feel free to share the show.
That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport who